National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Colt defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. This defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, Thompson-Robinson. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
On the carry is Wilkins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 4. Off the play fake, Thompson-Robinson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45.
Quick throw completed by Richardson. You look at this Packers defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2nd and 10. Thompson Robinson off of play action. This pass reeled in by Hill.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
They run with Wilkins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
This is Wilkins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Throwing. Thompson Robinson.
He finds his man complete. It's Jenkins.
And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Thompson Robinson to throw on first down.
And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown.
Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Pushing his way through.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after try forthcoming. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
First and 10, Thompson Robinson to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Thompson Robinson's pass. Intercepted. The Colts take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Whitfield, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 10-7 our score after one right here on the second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now it's Richardson.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Richardson looking to throw this. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. This 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Thompson Robinson throwing here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before the players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A nice gain of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now Richardson.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble, they'll get some 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. Whitfield, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the lead grows to 14 and 24 to 10. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the Packers' 24-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Whitfield. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
They'll try and run the option.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Anthony Richardson.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Thompson Robinson now.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
1st down, here's Thompson Robinson.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And once more, it's Thompson Robinson.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Thompson Robinson now to throw. There's a ball deep from Musgrave.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw caught by Pierce.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That's good for our Colts. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Richardson on 2nd and 10.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Forced out to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Richardson back to throw it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Richardson.
Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is there again in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they've got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On second down, Whitfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Whitfield. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down now, Whitfield. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Colts have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop it for a loss of 4.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And quickly out wide, this is Watson.
Thompson Robinson's pass. Complete to number 9, Christian Watson. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The DTR going to throw it here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
a gain of 7. And a Packer first down.
On first down, Thompson Robinson. A short throw to Musgrave. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. And that's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Going for it, Thompson Robinson. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 59 yards. And the Packers are able to at least get one score back. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Packers 16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Richardson looking to throw this. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That one good for 24 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd down, Whitfield. That was loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts extend their lead yet again. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Thompson Robinson off of play action.
Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. Again, Thompson Robinson will look to throw here.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run the counter. Whitfield. There's the stiff arm. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They run the counter. Whitfield.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Down the sideline he goes.
And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
The offense on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield, and this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll try and grind some clock. It's Stewart. Now he's free at the 35. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A great run that time by Stewart. 62 yards on the ground. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Okay, ready?
And they will take a knee here.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they take a knee.
Here we go. Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Let's get this point. Yeah, that's a gimme. That's a gimme.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Indianapolis, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.